Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Well, despite an early loss, my Hunter deck here seems to be pretty solid. It feels solid to me, anyway. It's got some serious, rushdown potential. It has a pretty solid amount of removal, all of which is good against big creatures. Lack of AoE, which I don't like, but that's not too bad overall. There's a pretty good amount of card drawing with those buzzards, whatever the heck they are. You know the ones. So, yeah, despite that early loss, I have a pretty good feeling about this deck. Oh, I almost got a little puppy. They're defeated a little puppy. Priests can be pretty rough.
Let the hunt begin.
And I'm going first, which is always horrible. Well, I'll get rid of the expensive guy. At least I have 2 cards I can cast. There we go. That's not too bad. Sure, if I was going second, this would be awesome, but I'm not, so I'll just have to live with it. I probably should have played the Abusive Sergeant, despite not getting his bonus. I don't know. The more time I give, the more it probably works out to my opponent's favor, but no, I'm going to play the Hyena instead. Yeah. Next turn I have options like Bird, Timberwolf, which will draw me a card, or Bird, Abusive Sergeant. So, we'll see what it looks like.
Injured?
Are you killing my thing? No, but you are buffing it, so that's too bad. Without the Power Word Shield, I could have dealt with her easily. Now, I could Deadly Shot her, which seems kind of excessive, but it would kill her. And I'd hit my opponent for 2, but I would be depriving them of Northshire Cleric, who is horrible because you can draw him more cards. That does take my whole turn, which I don't like. Other plans are not as good, though. If I play the Bird, I don't have enough mana to both play the Timberwolf and the Abusive Sergeant, and it would take both of them to buff this enough to actually kill her. And then I would not, if I'm not playing the Bird, then I'm not drawing the card from the Timberwolf, which seems like an obvious thing to do. On the other hand, I would have out both of those creatures, and I would get to keep my Deadly Shot for something even more dangerous than that. This would survive with 1 health. You know what? I think I probably should do it that way.
Get in there, fight, faggot.
Much as I hate to not draw a card from the wolf. Oh well.
Locked and loaded.
That's pretty annoying. Because he's not that great a guy, and that's quite a coup for him to kill my thing. Now I don't have enough mana to play this and the Grizzly, which is also pretty sad. I think I'm going to risk putting out the Buzzard without playing the Beast right away. I'm going to kill this guy, so he can't rip up my stuff. Hit him for 1, Bird, and do 2 damage. I don't know if that's smart or not. I feel like I need to conserve this. I feel like I need to get something out in order to get some momentum. That's pretty fitting. So I can kill that with Deadly Shot, then I don't get to play my bears. But, I don't know. Seems like a pretty good use of Deadly Shot. This thing does 4 damage, it's very annoying, and it's hard to get rid of. If I could just play the bear, I would draw a card, which would be fantastic, and I would be able to AoE and kill that thing with Explosive Shot. Like, Explosive Shot is something else and kill it. Now, I think I'm going to Deadly Shot that, because all my removal is good against big stuff. I'll do this and just keep board control. And there's the psychological factor. It's frustrating to my opponent. They play their stealth creature, and then I just kill it anyway. normally a stealth creature is pretty much inviolate. They usually do not get messed with until they reveal themselves by attacking. I was very displeased to find out that one game when I had the rogue deck and I had the 4/4 that grants stealth. I gave stealth to my Devastator or whatever, the catapult thing that does 2 damage to a random target every turn, thinking I wouldn't have to attack and reveal it. But no, apparently it going off breaks stealth automatically. That was BS. This game is really bad for not being explicit on the cards about what they all do. And I hate that part. Now I gotta explode and start drawing cards. That's what I'm thinking. I might end up having to sacrifice this to kill him, because he does have to die. We'll see about that. First, I'm going to play a Starving Buzzard and draw a card. Belonging. Animal Companion. That may even be better than the bear. Let's find out. Yeah, I'm planning on killing this guy this turn. I don't mind losing this. It'd be worth it. Or I'm probably going to lose the Buzzard, actually. I'm going to play the Animal Companion and see what I get. I get the Super Bear. Well, that's pretty good. Now, he might be able to buff this somehow. I don't know. I'd have to use a card to kill it with this. And this is buffing all my beasts, and I'm starting to have a fair number of them. It is possible to draw cards too fast. If the game goes long, the priest could probably win anyway, so I shouldn't be too worried about that. But yeah, I think this guy, he becomes so powerful if he gets buffed properly, and the priest can keep healing him, that I'm going to sacrifice one of my precious, precious card drawing machines to do that. Does leave me with pretty good stuff in play. Shadow Word Death, unfortunate but predictable. If I had traded my wolf and spent the card, then my bear would have been a 4/4. It would have been immune to both of those stupid priesty kill spells. But that's something I was not thinking of. And you got to think about the metagame when you're doing stuff. It makes a difference. Now I don't have any more birds right now. I actually have another one in the deck, but that doesn't help so much. I don't have anything right now that benefits particularly from the Brewmasters. Like, I don't have any Battlecry stuff right now. So, bouncing this to my hand after it attacks is a very viable option. I could just play the high main, because it's pretty strong. Wouldn't be able to do much else with my turn. Or I could bounce this, and then get myself an Emperor Cobra, which, between the two of them, they can kill pretty much anything my opponent does. I think I'm liking that play, because replaying this guy is not a problem.
I'll put it on your deck.
And then Cobra, go ahead. So I don't know what he's going to do now.
Pass me that Arclight banner!
Yeah. If this were a constructed deck, he would only have one Shadow Word Death left, but he could actually have more than that, or not even have that, because it is, of course, Arena. Now, he made his guy big enough to actually threaten my Brewmaster, which is kind of annoying. I could Explosive Shot his guy. I kind of hate to do that, but I might have to. If I use the Defender of Argus, though, this guy does get just barely big enough to survive. That's 4, and I can play him and the Bear and the Timberwolf. That's a lot of stuff. Kind of like to save the Timberwolf in my hand, but no, this is fine. Yeah. The Bear already has taunts. I figured I'd give taunt to my Timberwolf. Even though I'm not sure that's actually advisable.
Another round?
Might as well spread out the buffs, though. So, Consecrate would maul my forces. Or not Consecrate, Holy Nova, the priest one. Wow, the Mind Control tech, I didn't see that coming. That's pretty annoying. I'm gonna have to do some stuff. What am I gonna do? Wow, his guys are so big that only the one that I Hunter's Mark is actually gonna die from the explosive shot, regardless of which I target. I'm definitely doing that, though. I mean, I could play these two in the same turn, but no, I'm pretty certain I need to blow away his giant army of death. Yeah. So I can Hunter's Mark the giant one. Explosive shot. I remember just in time. I have to explosive shot the one in the middle, because it's not like swipe that does the low amount to everything. Explosive shot only does it to the ones on the sides there. I'm gonna switch his power and toughness now. Kill it. Hit some damage. Damage. Shoot. There we go. Stupid animations making it hard to get all this stuff done. I hope he appreciates all the effort that I put into that turn, because I did a lot of weird things on that turn that all made his army die. Really? The mind control and everything? At least that guy's easy to kill. Well, let's draw a card. Okay, and we'll... This guy's already done his job. Priests are pretty dangerous, but he's blown a lot of high-powered cards. Mind control me, he's used kill spells left and right. He's gotta have a hard time coming back from this, I'm hoping. Yeah, okay. I mean, he made some annoying, like, powerful plays. The mind control tech was very strong against me, but it was only strong. It's a come from behind card, right? And he was behind the whole game. I just kept putting out stuff. So that worked pretty well. Let's see if I can do it again. I already can't do worse than breaking even. I'm 3-1. If I lose 2 in a row, I still come out even. But obviously, with this kind of lead and the way things have been going, the wins have been very easy. The loss was a loss, so not so easy, but yeah. Alright. Almost got the world-class Paste Eater. A Paladin. That's going to be different. Again, remember, I don't have any AoE. I think I'm going to pitch the Unleash the Hounds. I'm going to try and keep that for late game. Maybe a dumb decision, but I'd rather have a creature right now. Without knowing how the game will go, I'm happier with that. I'm still annoyed that I'm going first again. Why always first? Paladins have less cheap removal than other, and I also have no good second turn plays or anything. So I'm just going to play the Sergeant as a 2/1. In this particular case, he seems it seems like I better just put him out and try and do something. Well, apparently I was wrong. How was I supposed to know he would have that piece of junk? I should probably save the snake trap, though. 3/1/1s, yeah, they'd beat her, that's fine, but this is so much more powerful if I can do it while I have out one of the birds. That could draw me 3 cards, which is sick. Ew, that's ugly. This would combo really well with the juggler. Explosive shot, that'll be okay eventually. It's not helping as much right this second. I'll just do what I can to defend myself. I forgot, I don't have no AoE. I have this, which is amazing. Still only 1 card, and
Not
If your
on
opponent
my
somehow ends up with a large number of fat forces, it's not going to work. Yeah, that was very annoying. Stupid give a guy a bubble. Ugh. This is not working out very well. Mana-wise, I could get the snakes in this, but they're not going to help me much, other than eat shots from the juggler. I guess I'll just play the Cobra. I mean, it still can't go worse than 1-for-1 against his guys. I'm guessing this is stopped by a bubble, but he doesn't have a bubble right now. He's going to coin out... That is so annoying. These things don't work out for me. Like, at least that's how I found it. But goddamn, is it working out? When my opponents always manage to get me with one guy. Okay, I could play the Azure Drake, which is a super good play, but... Oh, this, again, is not swipe. It's not going to hit them all. If I use this to kill the Kodo, then the rest of his juggler and that will get to survive. I could use it to kill the juggler, and then he'd still have a 3-5 Kodo out there, which is actually less dangerous than a lot of that other stuff. Am I better off playing the Drake first? I don't think so, because it just can't survive long enough. Yeah. I hate to not explosive shot the Kodo, but I really want to kill the juggler. I could take out those guys and damage the Kodo, leaving him with a 1-1. You know what, that's probably a little bit better. Even though he has more damage potential out now. The Kodo should be easier to deal with than as a 3-5. Bad. Did not want that. Oh, man. I am just going to be fighting for my life here. I need to get something to last long enough that I can Defender of Argus it. This is a good choice, because he's got to kill a 6-5, and then he'd have to kill the 2 hyenas. Or he could ignore it, try and burn me down, which will hurt, but then I'm giving taunt to this thing, which is pretty awesome. That is not awesome. Oh, so bad. Wow, I'm just dead. No, I'm technically not dead. That is so bad. Holy... Like, I didn't have a great draw, but my opponent was a psycho. I don't know what I could have done about all this crap. Really. So I need to play the Defender of Argus. That leaves me 3 mana, with which I could Snake and Timberwolf, or just Shattered Sun Cleric. Probably Shattered Sun Cleric. I think what I need to do... Oh, I can't... This isn't big enough to kill that unless I Argus it first. I don't want to Argus it first. I want to Argus after it's blown up. I guess I got a Shattered Sun. Give him the bonus so he can kill the Kodo, and then I'll be able to Defender of Argus, get 2 things with Taunt, and have at least a chance that my opponent can't kill me next turn.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Which is a pretty sad, like, standard, because I'm still so screwed. I'm not making any progress here. I'm just not quite dying. Do I just go with both of them? Yeah, then that'll keep my 3-3 alive. Although, no. I have to do it this way in case he consecrates. Although in practice, if he consecrates, I'm pretty sure I just lose anyway.
Well played.
And he just has direct damage, so it doesn't matter after all that effort. That was horrible. His, like, it feels, I'd have to look at it again, it feels like he just had a monstrously effective draw. Does he have a better deck? Maybe. But, yeah, I had a mediocre to slightly bad draw, and he had an amazing draw and just flattened me. Like, I didn't even pose resistance. So, I'm up to sudden death already. That's just where I wanted to be. Well, we'll see how long I can keep this going next time. If you enjoyed this, please click the like button, or on your touchscreen, please lick the like button. Warning, licking the touchscreen is not recommended.